It was our 11th hour. We'd hounded the streets for days, trying to round up cult agents and get information out of them. We found out the plague was already in most of the food and water, as they'd been at it for months, but a ritual needed to be completed for it to become active. The cultists were hard to break, and our group, generally not the nicest folks, wanted to torture it out of them. Naturally, Sir Peter was opposed. "We can't preserve freedom while denying it from others. It's not right, we can't do it, and I won't allow it." Chris wasn't being a dick, he was just playing the character. As much as our characters might not have liked it, we as players were having lots of fun. The added drama really worked. We managed to capture a high priest of the cult, someone responsible for conducting the ritual in this part of the land. It turned out the ritual needed to be conducted at the same time in several parts of the kingdom at once, in order to deliver the maximum effect. We needed to know the other locations, or else all our efforts would have just saved one northern barony and not the whole land. He gave us no choice but to beat it out of him. Sir Peter wanted no part of this. "If you're going to treat a man like some animal for slaughter, then don't expect me to sit by and watch." He then stormed out and let us carry on in our work. We'd been at it for hours and we couldn't get the guy to crack. He just wouldn't tell us anything. He was covered in cuts, had lost a toe at our hands, was dripping in his own blood, but still wouldn't give us what we needed. We were about to give up and try another method when all of a sudden our doorway darkens and in walks Sir Peter. He's wearing nothing but his tunic and pants, unarmed, bar for a half-drunk jug of some form of strong booze in hand. He steps into the room and announces, "If you're going to do this, do it right." He walks over to the bound cultist, tosses his bottle aside, lifts a chair and sits down in front of the beaten man. "I don't want to hurt you. I just need to know the locations of your brethren, then this can all be over for you. I will make sure you are safe and cared for." "Huh, I know who you are. Sir Peter Fairgrave. Kingdom breaker, runaway child, father slayer. You can't threaten me. I know what you are. Your order, your god won't allow you to lay your hands on me. Otherwise you'll fall, and you won't be able to help us so." "You seem to be under a misconception about what I am, what I do. I am a paladin, that is true. But as paladin, I don't fear falling. I look forward to it." The cultist shot a nervous look at the rest of the party. We were all looking at each other, not sure what was about to happen. The cultist opened his mouth to speak, but Sir Peter cut him off. "As a paladin, I walk on a razor's edge. Not between good and evil, I could never be something like you, but between law and justice. The law I follow doesn't permit me to harm you, but I could be justified in anything I did to you in order to save innocent lives. Anything. You don't know what it is like to be me. You don't know the pain of having to store all your anger, all your fury, all your sense of justice and hold it inside you all day, every day for the rest of your life. Doing the right thing doesn't mean I get to stop all evil. I just get to trim it when it becomes overgrown. The path I walk is not about vengeance or what's right. It's about moderation in the face of power, restraint and compassion for scum like you. This is why paladins don't fear falling. We don't spend all day looking for ways to prevent ourselves from doing evil and giving in to the darkness. We actively seek it out. Every time we face evil, we ask ourselves, is this the threat I'm going to give it all up for? Is this what I'm going to give up my ability to help others in future in order to bring down now? Is this the evil I'm willing to forsake my God and my power to stop?" At this point he suddenly stands up and swings his arm against the chair he was sitting on, sending it flying and shattered against the wall. He then kicks over the chair the cultist is sitting on, leaps and straddles his chest, flinging him about for a few seconds in pure rage before calming once more. He looks the cultist straight in the face, both their noses just inches from each other. What you should be asking yourself, what you really need to be thinking about is what I'm doing something that will make this guy want to fall? Because you should know that once I fall, all those rules that protect you from me are gone. No longer will I be able to be stopped by you, or by my order, or by my God. If I give everything, and I mean give everything, I will never stop. If you escape me today, I will hunt you down and grab you into the pits of hell myself. Even if that means I have to invoke the wrath of every demon in creation, just so they throw open a pit and drag me down where I stand. Because when they do drag me down, I will make sure my fists are wrapped firmly around your ankles, and you go down with me. I want you to listen to me now, and I mean really listen, because hell hath no fury like a paladin scorned. So I ask you, one last time, tell me where the other rituals are being held, or I swear to all on high that I will fall, and fall hard, just so I can show you what it is that a paladin truly keeps his code for in order to hold back. At this point, Chris just stops talking and looks at us. We're all kind of stunned by his speech naturally. He just picks up a d20, looks at the DM and says, I wish to roll intimidate.